2, 1. Solid. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Key component in delivering a fast and hard punch is to increase the snap when we're coming into contact with our opponent or the target. So what I mean by this is when we produce force in a punch, our muscular activation increases. So as we start pushing into the floor, rotating through the hips, muscular activation is increased. But as we go towards the target, muscular activation decreases. The reason why is because we don't want to be tense as we're throwing, because this creates more of a pushing motion and will also decelerate the fist going through the target. After this relaxation phase, we've got a global stiffening effect, so an immediate kind of increase in muscular activation as we come to the target. And this is what we call the snap, as we create tension in isometric form, forearm, arm, shoulder, core that's got to be switched on to create that snap. And what we do with that, we can use some strength conditioning exercises to help improve it. Mainly we use punch-specific exercises and isometric exercises to help increase the snap, and this is what we're going to show you now. This video is going to show you how to do isometric punch holds. Now this is a great exercise to use in the boxing gym as a warm-up, but also great to use during the latter stages of training camp, as we use it in the taper phase and we use it when warming up an athlete going into their bouts. We go through certain combinations, and that's what I'm going to show you now. So Callum's going to demonstrate. We're going to start off with the backhand. I'm going to rotate through, and we're just going to apply pressure at the end range of the movement, okay? So I'm pressing into there, and Callum's having to switch on his arms, shoulders, core, and the lower body, trying to push into me as hard as he can, and then back. So what a lot of people make the mistake of, the coach might be a little bit shy sometimes and go on, sitting back like that and not wanting to put too much force. You want to be really pressing into your athlete there to really switch on. So you see a difference there, can't you, straight away? As soon as I sit back, you want to be leaning in, putting that body weight in. You know, don't be shy in trying to work your athlete hard. Also, they can start from actually that position, then produce the force. So there, and then start producing it. Really, we want to encourage that snap effect and then the punch, okay? So it's almost like you throw a little punch and then there, boom, there, create that snap. Because this is more like a punch in action. You know, we're throwing it, we're relaxing, then we're snapping, then range. So that will increase that muscle activation and that isometric tension there. So we start off with the backhand, then we go with the jab. It's all in the boxing stance, core switched on, glutes switched on, arms nice and strong. We want to hold it anywhere between 5 and 10 seconds on each arm. Start off with hooks, turning in, elbow nice and high, good, getting good positions and realistic positions as well. I've had athletes before who want to try and have a little bit of competition with me and end up going into it and trying to lean all the body weight in. You want to make it as specific as possible. Also, towards that end range and most likely contact point. So like with a hook, that's probably the point where you're going to be landing with the opponent or anything around there. You're not going to be probably landing it when you're down there, which you would say is probably the end range of the punch. So it's more or less the end range or the most likely point of contact with the opponent. Uppercuts in there, mid-range again, core switched on. As you can see, I'm holding my wrist there as a little bit of a support, so my hand's not going back. So you can either hold your hand there or press, go again, press on top to just add a little bit more body weight into there. So like I say, about 5 to 10 seconds on each side. If you use it as a warm-up for a boxing fight or for a boxing training session, you're all right just going through one cycle of each punch. If using this as an exercise during a speed strength phase or taper phase, we'd do 3 sets of each punch.